right now.
I didn't really sleep last night.
It's 8:30.
It's 8:30. I'm this tired.
I didn't sleep much last night.
Yeah, I didn't sleep last night because we were keeping our eye on the fires. And then, wow, I can't believe this, Mike. This is crazy. So yeah, basically I've been texting with people all day till 8:30 at night is when I just stopped it texting all my friends all day. But yeah, everyone is like evacuated, and in a relationship, there's always those two types of partners, and this is what compromise looks like, everyone. And I'm freaking out, and Mike is not at all. So like, Mike is the person in the relationship who's like, it's not like we got, a warning texted to us on our phones today that was like, hey, like, you're in a dangerous area. It wasn't like we got one of those today. No, we got two, and Mike's like, oh no, it's fine. We'll just wait for the third one.
We never got an evacuation order, so we're
No,
good.
we did not get an evacuation order, but we got a text on our phone warning us that we were in a dangerous area that is near some of the evacuation areas. And I'm like, Mike, there's like a lot of fires. Like, I'm thinking I'm the kind of partner in a relationship whereas like we would have evacuated to another state yesterday. But I was already packed yesterday, and I got so organized packed today. Today, Mike's yawning. I can't.
didn't sleep much last night.
I mean, me neither.
But I'm also not stressed about it at all.
Mike doesn't stress ever. He's always calm, cool, and collected. And I am literally the one who's like, I've packed our to-go bags. They have every essential that we would need. And then I've also packed bags in descending order depending on how much we can fit in the car.
Yep.
We have bag one. That's what you always grab out of the house. Everyone grabs bag one. But then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's just how much you can fit in the car. So they are already organized in order of relevance. Starting with bag number 1 is essential go bag. That is what you need. I know that sounds crazy, but there's two types of people in a relationship. He's type one of them, and I'm the other type. So Mike's like, nah, let's just wait till we get a second warning on our phones, and then what happens? Today, we get the second warning about the fires, and Mike's like, I will get in the car if I can see the fire from the hill. And I'm like, okay. He's one of those guys that would be standing on his roof with a hose being like, nope, not today, fire. Mike literally has the heart of a firefighter. Mike, I think this is a very stubborn thing. And I'm like, no, we have family in like every state, Mike.
Yeah.
I have so much family. I have a huge family. On my dad's side, it's an Irish family. And then on my mom's side, it's the Italian family. And they're everywhere. I was like, we could literally, Mike, we could go to Colorado.
Yeah.
We could go to North Carolina. We could go to New Mexico. We could go to Oregon, Washington, Minnesota. Literally, Mike, pick a state. Chicago.
We got most of the states.
It's just throw a dart at, and not even different states to go to. I'm like, we could leave the country. We could I have family in Italy. We have family in Ireland. Like, what are we do? What? And Mike's like, well, so now we're waiting for the third warning.
We're in a safe spot now. It's fine.
I just had 4 people text me that, what about the new fire that started?
I'm looking. The newest one is really far from us. It's near some of our other friends, but it's far away from us.
He says far, but I don't know how far that means. And also, oh look, Mike, it looks like a whole galaxy.
We've been told that those are good. I don't know.
Okay, sorry guys, I do have to apologize. So I did do a little
gardening. Because gardening
tonight,
relaxes her in stressful situations.
Yes, definitely. I have a lot of anxiety about the fires, and outside the dogs are just freaking out because now when you open the doors, it smells like a fire. Like the air is really thick. It's hard to breathe. Mike is coughing. And I have a humidifier going in our bedroom. We have all the doors and windows locked. So everything's, trying to keep like all the dust and ash out.
See, is that actually Adam?
It's everywhere, Mike. It is like my nose is getting stuffy. It's just.
I don't know how to tell if that's the actual Adam McIntyre. I think he's doing the galaxy. We don't understand TikTok, right? We are old. So Adam, if it's you, hi.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so funny if it was?
I hope your trip is going okay.
Oh my gosh. He said, yeah, it's me. He just texted me.
On your phone. Okay. See, Adam, we're still figuring it out.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Adam, you gotta come back to LA when it's not burning down.
Yeah, you have to come back when it's not on fire.
Adam, I want to ask you.
This is a terrible fire season. It's just like awful.
He keeps sending a galaxy. Adam, you gotta stop.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Stop.
I feel like Adam
we'll buy you dinner with however much money this is. I don't know how much this is.
This is so funny. This is like, it's entertaining geriatric millennials. This is so funny
it's giving
and
elderly
fun.
Millennial.
Oh, but I love it, Michael. This is so fun. I just can't tell you guys how much it meant to me of so many people who reached out to me to see if I was okay. I almost started crying upstairs because I was just like, Mike, that was...
clarified that you were upstairs.
I just started...
I just love when you go around
and tell weird detail.
I was just crying on the upper level of our home.
I'm just so visual. I can see it. I'm
this
like
is vital
painting
information
the picture.
Oh my god!
Like, that's what he gets for making fun of me so much. Is so smoky here.
I know, I get excited. I start coughing.
Literally coughing.
Oh my god!
Glad we clarified that I was upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great. Okay.
So Adam, when are you moving to the United States?
Yeah, it's pretty great here.
I'm an honorary American.
You know what? I might get a place in Ireland. I'm not joking because Mike, somebody is probably going to be getting their dual citizenship. But I won't say when, and I won't say where. But yeah, or should I? I guess I can.
But no, if you get Italian citizenship, you can basically do all this stuff in Ireland, right? You don't need both.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that, and my mom told me this, and this was my Christmas present from my mom this year. My mom's a dual citizen. All my uncles, everybody, on my mom's side, dual citizenship in Italy and the U.S. And I didn't even know this was possible, but I guess I don't even have to apply for citizenship. It's I reclaim my citizenship because
your heritage is to Italy enough.
Tied to Italy so much, and we still have family in Italy. We have a big Italian family that live in southern Italy and Calabria. They have an olive farm, and then my uncle had like restaurants in Rome, and he's got his place in Rome. But the family home is down south. So I guess our history, because my uncle does genealogy, it's traced back to like the kings of Italy. Like, it's the document of my genealogy, like my heritage is, Mike, is that the right word? Heritage? My bloodline?
Yeah.
It's so thick, and the digital copy is just, I mean, I don't know how to say this about my uncle. He is so smart. He worked for Microsoft, and he's just one of those like geniuses. He used to design, I think mice, Mike, that you click on.
The old school mice.
I think
We've probably all used his work.
Yeah, he has that engineering brain. And after he retired, he took on genealogy in our family and really did like these deep dives. Yeehaw! And he went
I didn't get
to.
One, darn it.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you were drinking and you didn't
maybe.
see. I think you did. Although I have,
you just gardening
although I
too
have
much?
been gardening. You guys have to let me know.
Rose has been gardening a lot today because...
To the best of my recollection, I thought you did have a hat, but maybe I was wrong. What was I saying? No, I have a hat.
Too far away. Yeah, darn it.
Oh, you're too slow, Mike. You missed it.
I think in all your gardening, you just imagined it.
Really? Did I? I swear I thought something moved with it. Maybe it was your hair. We have a lot of it.
Here, we gotta bring out the emo hair.
Yeah, wear it forward is the emo hair.
Oh, you guys just wouldn't get it.
Make your face feel more like sad and more confused.
Do I look like a member of Green Day?
And just also over it.
Oh.
Yeah, you do look like Green Day now.
Close my door. Oh.
It's so emo. Oh my god.
Mom.
Stop. I can't.
I want to go with Blake to the movies.
No.
Do you even go to movies anymore?
I don't think so.
Does anyone go to the movies anymore? I don't know.
Mike, I love the movies. I would say that I am a movie and TV buff. I love watching TV shows and movies. I've roped so many people into watching series with me. I love it. But Mike, what is that called when you love movies and you're a movie buff?
Movie buff, but does anyone say movie buff anymore? I don't know what.
I don't even go in person to move. Mike, so you had a hat. You had a hat.
I don't believe you.
No, you.
I don't believe you.
Oh, chat, back me up here. You saw that, right? Mike, chat, don't troll me.
It's
I
only
really
giving me a hat.
No,
sometimes.
you seriously had a hat. Yes. Thank you.
I don't know.
No, Mike, no, you did have a hat. Yes, she said you had a hat. He had one. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Mike's over here.
Feels validated.
Oh my gosh, sometimes.
Ro feels so
Now it's
validated.
just me. You don't get one that time. See, okay, I know.
It's like 50-50. I'm far enough away. It doesn't know if I'm a poster or if I'm a person.
It doesn't know. Just don't move. Just think you're you have a hat.
There you go.
You saw it.
I wish we could enable them to last longer. I hate that they go away so quick.
They're so cute. What's the other update? Oh, okay. So other than the LA fires where Mike will not leave until...
Guys, if I gotta go out there and put them out myself with our garden hose...
He will. He will get the multiple garden hoses and he'll stand on the roof and he'll be like, I'll just put it out till the fire guys get here.
Look, is there anyone else who thinks about if the fire comes for me, I'm going to put it out? Am I the only one? Maybe I'm the only one.
What Mike thinks. And I'm like, maybe it's bigger than you think.
Like you watch videos of people putting out fires and you're like, no, you're doing it wrong. I would do much better. Why don't they have one where it's the new way? Don't they do it like this now?
Yeah, the hearts are like that now.
It looks like a crazy claw to me.
But you know what? I have 4 fire extinguishers. So we'll strap them to you like on your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can throw them into the fire like grenades.
I wonder if that would work.
What do you mean? But no,
I don't think they just explode and put out a fire. It probably just...
No, right. There's probably science.
It would be cool, though.
There's probably science
I
to
bet
that.
they make fire suppressant.
On my dad's side of the family, there's a lot of scientists. I got a hat. So I feel like I would hang out with them, Mike, because I think I like baking because it's like chemistry and I love science. And I'm not... Mike, I'm not the best at it, but I'm also not the worst at it.
Yeah.
Like, even in school, my grades in science were always A+. So, like, stoichiometry, I love that. I took to that.
Okay, chat, without looking it up, try and spell stoichiometry.
Stoichiometry is difficult to spell.
Without looking it up, in chat, deal with it. Try and spell stoichiometry.
It's basically...
You can't look it
up. But it's math. I love math. So it's just an equation where you can convert, everything into a mole. So that everything then can be... What are you laughing at?
No, it's just I think everyone's spelling it right, probably because their phone autocorrects it, but... It's all good.
Yeah, that's it. Stoichiometry. It's so cool. I'm like, it's a conversion thing. And I just think I really related to it because I'm a baker and I'm always converting measurements, units all the time because the U.S. doesn't use the stupid metric system.
I heard a rumor
so
about
it's
that.
just so frustrating. I've been doing this forever, so stoichiometry, chemistry came just very naturally to me because I'm always doing that with baking.
Maybe Chad can confirm. I heard that the reason we don't use geometry or use the metric system is because they were shipping all the measurement tools like way back in the day. Like,
like
ancient,
not
ancient times, but like wooden ship times.
Yeah, a little like before I was born.
The boat with all the tools sank.
Oh, shoot.
And then we're just like, well, the ocean ate my homework, so we're just going to stick with this thing. I don't know if it's true or not. So I don't know if Chad can confirm or deny. Is that what happens?
I don't know, but that's like such a U.S. thing to do.
Yeah.
They were like, well,
true.
You know, if you fail once, screw it.
Just give up. You know? If you can't do it the first time, why even bother? You know?
Why even bother? Forget it. Oh, shoot, Mike. That's so. Well, I hate it because I have to convert everything. Sometimes I'll find these delicious recipes, or my friends. I have a lot of friends who, you know, live globally because our family lives in Ireland and Italy, and we travel, we visit them. My mom and my sister went to visit the last time in Italy and stuff, and just the recipes over there, you know, everyone uses metric, and even for family recipes, I'm having to convert them because the U.S. doesn't use it. It's just so frustrating.
Metric just makes so much more sense too.
I know it does. It absolutely does, and I just feel like we're the only ones not using it. So for foodies, like if you're a chef or a baker and you know, you're in other countries and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'd love to share this delicious recipe with you. And then they give me the best like blueberry muffin recipe I've ever had in my life. And I'm having to do a full conversion, you know, because it's just not the same. Isn't that a pain in the butt?
Yeah.
It's awful.
I apologize on behalf of the United States.
I use a scale for everything, you guys. And I know if you don't cook or you don't bake, you're not going to relate to this. That's fine. But maybe find it interesting or learn something. But the scale is the key. Just one of those flat scales. They have little ones, or they have the old school ones that look like really cool and retro. But the scale is the way to go. You just weigh everything. But the digital one is cooler because it does it so quickly. But that's how you convert any recipe. That's what I do. I just throw everything on the scale, everything by weight and grams. And it's just, it's a pain though. It is a pain.
So I want to know how the dogs are doing.
Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, you guys. Okay, they're so cute. Okay, ready? Ooh.
There's a Coco.
And then Honey Bun.
Do you see her over there?
Yeah. If I hold the thing up like this, I can see her. Look at her. She's, oh. And yeah, if you guys hung out with us yesterday, you know, Honey Bun, bless you, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I literally have the filter on and humidifier, and it's still just, you can hear it in my voice too. And then Blueberry Muffin is with my mom or your mom. Who do you think she's with? I think she's probably with your mom.
Probably. My mom loves Blueberry Muffin.
Yeah. They're so cute. They cuddle all the time.
When my mom first moved in, she would text me and be like, oh, Blueberry Muffin just came to my room. So, you know, I guess I'll watch her for you.
Oh, okay.
And she would say that like for weeks. And then I caught her sneaking blueberry snacks at
Little
night
treats.
to bribe my own dog. My mother is bribing my own dog. And so now we pretend that Blueberry is just hanging out with my mom. But,
yeah, right.
you know, she had a little help with the treats.
I think that she likes to have a little, you know, a little teddy bear.
Yeah.
And that's what they really are. I mean, if you have had a French bulldog, they are just like living, breathing little
someone said they love your
teddy
podcast.
bears.
And
oh, that's so sweet.
They love you being yourself.
Someone said typical grandma behavior. It is. Yeah. I know.
She's a dog grandma for sure.
I know. She really is.
Is there any thoughts on your podcast? They said they liked it.
Oh, thoughts on my podcast? I'm having so much fun. And I can't believe that Apple featured it.
They featured it today, which is so cool.
Cool. Honestly, today's just been so stressful with all the fires and just talking with all my friends all day about everyone's evacuating. And I had a friend of mine whose house burnt completely to the ground, you guys. It's just so sad. It was a house where he raised his kids, Mike.
I know.
And they just put so much love into that house and so much. And he raised his kids there, and his kids have now grown up. And, you know, they were going to have children in that home. Like, they were going to live there. That was a family home. And it's burnt to the ground. There isn't one thing left. It's Mike, that video he uploaded
It's so sad.
Wild.
Well, if you guys haven't seen the helicopter shots of the Palisades, it's just it looks like a bomb went off and just destroyed every single house. It's crazy.
It's so sad. God, Mike, it's so sad. I feel so bad for the people. Yeah. I feel so bad for all the little kids. The whole LA school system they're down. So Molly's going to be watching the boys tomorrow because Molly works with me full time. So it's just, it's just really sad. But the firefighters are such badasses. They've been working so hard nonstop and actually put a stop to the fire last night that started. They stopped that one fast. 50 firefighters came and stopped a new one from starting.
That one would have been bad. So I'm so glad that they... they're literally saving people's lives and homes.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah. And I posted a bunch of links on my Twitter and everywhere where if you want to help, you can. There's a bunch of different ways you can help, a bunch of different departments. There's ones that have different relief efforts, and there's even to help with displaced animals. There's links to everywhere and places that you can help, fostering an animal, or there's just so many different things and places. I posted all the links because I didn't want to mess up saying them wrong, so I just posted them all on my social media, and I've pinned a bunch of them. So I hope that just gives people the resources to know what to do. And I would like to be evacuated, but my partner wants to wait till there is fire literally right in front of us.
Guys. We're in a safe spot
on the hill and have a hose. But
we're in a safe spot.
Okay, but I'm also getting a little cabin fever today because I just can't go outside because if we open the door, it's really smoky.
Today was the smokiest for sure.
It smells awful. I have to wear so I have all the doors shut and we have the filters on, but it's just bad. And I hate taking the dogs out to go to the bathroom because they're sneezing the entire time, and they're even they're coughing, and it makes me just feel terrible. But Mike says that how the wind is moving right now, that we're in a safe spot. We're just getting a lot of the, what do you call it? The after.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of ash. A little bit of ash. But overall, we're very lucky
that one didn't pick up yesterday.
And then someone was asking how are the fires starting. Well, they think the newest one was arson. So that one's called the Kenneth Fire.
The Kenneth Fire, they think, is arson.
And I think they're doing a pretty good job putting it out, but I haven't been super close.
That's so messed up, Mike. Why do people do that?
And they did downgrade some of the evacuation orders.
That's good to hear.
So that's today's really the first day they've made positive progress as far as
It's just so evil to do arson in Los Angeles because the climate is so dry, and fires spread so quickly. Also because of the Santa Ana winds, which are beautiful in the springtime. In the springtime when everything is blooming and we have jasmine all over our yard and there's hillsides of flowers and stuff. And in Malibu, Mike, so many flowers.
Yeah.
And literally when the Santa Ana winds and things are just blowing over, you just get a smell in the air of it's fresh ocean air and like a hint of jasmine. Literally, you guys, the smells are like out of a movie. That's why I love living in California. There's just so much beauty and there's so many cool things like that. But with that, then during the dry season, when it's desert dry, it's like Italy dry. It's like very fire is so dangerous, and I just don't understand. I know some people aren't in the right, mental space, but to do that is just so evil, because they just know how big they can get so quick with the wind like that.
Yeah, but they don't know. The Palisades one is the biggest one, and then Eden Fire was also big. They don't know how those two started yet.
It's just so sad.
They are looking into it, they say.
Awful. Awful, awful. But I know that some natural ones do start sometimes.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Yeah, anytime there's crazy wind, it can be from a power line. It can be, from a cigarette. It can be from anything.
Yeah. They always have those like, only you can prevent forest fires, the Smokey the Bear things like all over California. Wow. Like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last big fire was the Malibu fire. That was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this burned down the other parts that didn't burn down for that.
For the other season.
Like all of Malibu has burned down at some point now.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of crazy.
Are they just in the very right because of all the greenery? And then is it also because and then how the winds travel? Because they start northwest, and then they
go from northeast to southwest.
Northeast to southwest. Okay. So Malibu just gets hit.
Yeah. So if something starts in the hills, it just blows right down and goes all the way to the ocean. Which a lot of the oceanfront homes got burned down today.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Pretty crazy. Like the ones right on the water.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's terrible, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay. Someone said, "Hey, Queen, you single-handedly taught me English on YouTube." Oh my gosh! I hope you have wonderful English, but I am dyslexic, so I apologize if anything I taught you wasn't right.
Rose, an English teacher for a year in China.
I was an English teacher for a year in China. After I graduated from college, I couldn't get hired anywhere because there was a huge hiring freeze in Seattle. This is when the economy crashed. It was that really bad crash after the banks had like given all of those like faulty or messed up like mortgage loans, and everyone was faltering on them, and it was a big scandal, and they had to like bail out the banks for doing all these shady mortgage deals. Literally, there was a huge hiring freeze in all of Seattle, Mike.
Yeah, I remember. All
of Seattle. Even Microsoft, where my other family members worked, or my dad worked at Boeing, they wouldn't even take an interview for 4 to 6 months because the economy crashed so bad. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do with my degree that I just got. And so I asked the dean of our college. I'd interviewed him before because I worked for like the school paper, Mike. Like I wrote articles for it.
Yeah.
So the dyslexic writing articles, I know it's great. It took me 10 years to get an assignment done, and that's how I do it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I asked him, and he said there's this program where you can basically volunteer your time and teach English in China. And so I decided to do it. Because it was either that or literally I was going to join the Peace Corps or literally apply to be in the FBI. Like I didn't know what to do with myself. Because fun fact, after you have a college degree, you can apply to be in the FBI, but they do require a college degree. But I don't think I would have made a very good agent, Mike. I'm pretty sure I would have been a clerical person, perhaps. Filing papers, perhaps.
You can work in the evidence room. You know? You could be...
No, you should not ever put me by gardening because we know what's going to happen. I don't belong there. No.
Bro, where's all those gardening supplies that we confiscated? Huh? What?
Macapino.
No, those were definitely gifted.
No, those were gifted.
Those were definitely gifted to me.
I'd get fired so fast. Anyways, now I'm imagining this scenario where that's where I get written up, you know, my reports.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just like me in college.
It's college all over again.
It's college all over again, you guys. Gosh. I did get written up in college, Mike, because I had beer in my fridge.
You had, liquids.
Yes, excuse me. Oh, yes.
You were staying very hydrated.
Fridge. Yes, I was staying very hydrated. Had beers in my fridge.
No, you had liquids in your fridge.
Liquids in my fridge.
There you go.
That's exactly right. And my college was a dry campus, so I got written up. I can't remember what they had me do. I don't remember. There was a meeting. I had to go sit on a council and say I was sorry.
I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again.
But you know what I did say to him too, though, is that I am 21, and they were like, "Yeah, but this is a dry campus." I'm like, "I know, but kind of like fuck off." Kind of like I don't know. I'm really into freedom, so you can drink when you're 21, Mike. A dry campus is stupid.
Yeah. We're living in 2025 now. They shouldn't exist anymore.
Nobody does that. Mike, I don't get it. Because what I don't understand either is that my college was Lutheran, but the Lutherans drink. So it's not like, you know what I mean, Mike? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
A dry campus when I'm 21.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
You know what party they messed up? Was my Cinco de Mayo party.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were celebrating Cinco de Mayo, which is the day after Mike's birthday. He has one of the coolest birthdays in the whole world. His birthday is on Star Wars Day, May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
And I didn't know it was Star Wars Day until I was like
I told
30
you.
years old or something, and so I missed all these Star Wars birthdays.
You didn't know. It was when we started dating, and I was like, you have the coolest birthday ever. It's on Star Wars Day.
I had no idea.
And you were like, what's Star Wars Day? And I was like, because you knew what a lot of memes were that I didn't understand. So Mike has had to explain so many memes to me. Like, people over the years have sent me the weirdest memes, and I just am like, what does this mean? So I'll ask Mike, and then he tells me everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep you hip.
Yeah. But I told you about that one. I think I get $1 for that one.
I have 50 cents.
Thanks. I'll take my credits now. Thank you. I'm taking credit for that one. Someone said, Rosanna, I haven't seen you in years. Oh my gosh. Well, hello. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you want to get married soon? Mike, you're going to have to pin this answer when we're live streaming.
Married, kids, are you friends with Justine?
Are you married? Do you want kids? Are you still friends with Justine? Those are the 3 pins.
You've gotten the are you friends with Justine question for like 10 years.
Well, I think it's kind of cute because I think
adorable.
like people, they want to know that the buddies are buddying. They want to know that the friends are friending.
They want the friend to stay happily together.
Which is so cute. Honestly, Justine is one of my only friends. I think she's literally the only other friend that I would literally buy a property with her.
Yeah.
Like, I would buy a second home in Hawaii with her, and we could then go there whenever together and do like girls trips, family trips.
Yeah.
Like I literally would do that with her. Like that's how I feel about her. So we could just pin that. I feel like her, like I feel for family, like that same level. Like,
so I'm talking to one of our friends who lives near the fire that they think is arson.
oh my gosh.
And they were saying that the citizens in the area saw the guy do it and like tackled him.
Oh my god.
And held him down. And I'm not going to give any details, but apparently like they are very convinced that the citizens literally caught the person setting one of the fires. Wild. It's wild.
That is awful. What is wrong with
some
this
people's
person?
children, you know?
Some people's children, they weren't raised right.
Wow. And they have pictures of the police arresting the guy.
Is this online right now?
I don't know if it's made the news. They said it was on the Citizen app, which if you live, well, I guess.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have a Citizen app? Because I don't know. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Like, where are you guys?
Where are you guys?
Not your addresses. Do not be putting those in the chat. Okay, I'm just like, what state are you in? What country are you in? Because I want to know, do you have Citizens app or whatever it's called? Because Mike's on it all the time. I
love it. The updates on Citizen is so funny.
So like all around the neighborhood, all of our like neighbors are connected on it, and they'll post like things happening all around the area, and you can like see. So I just didn't know if they have this in other states, other countries. Do you guys have this app? Oh my gosh, Washington, Texas, UK, Ontario, Canada. Oh my gosh, you guys are all over. Alaska, Scotland, hello.
Hey.
Korea. Whoa, Oregon, Canada, Indiana, Washington, Utah. This is wild, you guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah, let me know. Do you guys have this app? Because Mike is obsessed with it. Denmark, Virginia. Oh my gosh. New Jersey, Wales.
I never know if when people say Georgia, if they mean the state or the country.
Hawaii, Australia, Philippines, Pennsylvania, Michigan, West Virginia, Costa Rica, Sydney, Australia, Ireland. Yay, Ireland! This is so cool. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really neat. So yeah, I just don't know if you guys have this app, but we have it on Mike's phone. And
I love the updates on the Citizen app.
Okay, so his picture's on there, right? I said I just assumed it's a dude.
I mean, you are correct. The pictures are a man. Yeah. I can't imagine, let's be honest. Can you imagine a cute little lady running out into the field to set an arson fire? I don't see it.
No, men are a little bit angry.
And your assumption was correct.
I think it's because they have a lot of testosterone. And I think maybe not letting it out in correct ways. Like maybe they should join a recreational league. Let that anger out in a healthy manner, or like therapy, or like.
I mean, they do say most road rage comes from men.
It does. I saw a really scary statistic. It was an article my girlfriend sent it to me, Mike, and it said like 98% of road rage accidents, like road rage incidents, caused by males.
I think the studies show. I was looking it up for I think I was writing a report on it.
Some guys like have too high of testosterone. Like it needs to come down a notch. Like, is it just like it's just like the smallest thing? They just raw.
So like I was trying to research
rage. Like
I don't know if this is true or not, because I think I was writing a report on it in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might be wrong. But men are better drivers, but they're more angry, and so they get way more accidents because they aggressively drive. So it's like the skill is better, but they end up getting in more accidents.
But then if they're getting in more accidents, are they actually better?
No, I know. And I find this stuff fascinating. Like why would guys be more aggressive drivers? I find that kind of like brain chemistry very fascinating. More aggressive?
I think testosterone.
I think so too.
I think you guys are loaded up on testosterone. Like I can literally tell when a guy's walking down the street, like, I'm like, whoa. He probably can't even think straight. That guy is
too much testosterone.
It's just like a bull, just like charging around. Like they can't think outside of the rage. And it's just, I feel like I can't have conversations with people like who are
and then and then I wonder, like, because I find brain chemistry really fascinating. It's like, is it testosterone or is it the brain makeup? But hormone, I don't know. It's interesting. I find it all very fascinating.
Mike, these are gardening thoughts.
Yes.
So many gardening thoughts. Okay, like, what are you playing right now?
I'm playing WoW.
Okay, so Mike's watching the news and playing WoW.
Yeah.
What's your character or whatever you... Mike's a real nerd, so he's probably some type of a wizard. Probably a druid.
I had my mage.
Okay, a mage.
I played the version of the game where if your character dies, you lose them forever.
It's called hardcore mode.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
And I had a mage, but then the server crashed and I died because it wouldn't let me log back in, and it was actually a Blizzard issue.
Yes.
And so a bunch of characters died in my area because that part of the server crashed.
It's terrible news.
So I did have a mage, but I decided to make a hunter now that my mage died. And it wasn't because of a skill issue.
Okay. We'd like to clarify that for the record.
So my skills are still top notch. But now I have a hunter. And I'm actually in the same zone that I died in last time. So here's to hoping I don't die again, you guys.
Your little brain just can't stop. Just like with the strategy nerding. It just can't stop.
They say people who play games, their brains stay healthier longer because you have to think a lot when you're gaming.
I play Rummikub and backgammon. Is that gonna help me, Mike?
Rummikub's good for sure.
Okay. I'm not gonna play Scrabble. That's off the
I don't enjoy Scrabble at all.
I don't enjoy Scrabble ever because I'm dyslexic and can barely spell.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody's Scrabbling.
If anybody is sitting down and Scrabbling, I'm not there. Count me out or count me in to be the bartender.
Be the hydration manager.
Manager, captain, reporting for duty. I can mix some mean drinks. They're pretty good. My pina colada, I don't want
liquids
brag, but
such as soda pop and coconut.
Perfection recipe right there. Just the best recipe. Oh, Mike. This is making me thirsty.
Ro needs to stay hydrated.
Yeah, I gotta stay hydrated. I actually brought another cup of water, Mike, because I was like, what if I want water with lemon? Well, then I have options. Are you in my head right now? Stop pro-tossing me. That's not allowed.
Sorry, too late.
Sometimes I feel like Mike knows what I'm thinking, and there's, if any of you guys have played StarCraft or you're familiar with the game StarCraft, there's 3 different, basically playable teams. There's Terran, and then Protoss, and then Zerg. And then the Protoss, Mike plays Protoss, and they can, like, communicate, what is it, in their heads? Telepathically. And so sometimes I feel like Mike tries to Protoss me and it's working and I don't understand how. He thinks he knows me after
15 years.
15 years of being together. He thinks he knows what I'm thinking. Most of the time he's correct. A few times though, I still surprise Mike and I get a full chuckle out of him. Like I get a full... they're good moments. Oh my gosh. Hi, you guys. You were my childhood. Please say hi, Faith. Hi, Faith. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Aw. Could you please wish me good luck on my essay? And I'm a procrastination machine. Good luck on your essay. You can do it.
Don't use ChatGPT.
Is that what people do now?
Literally, that's what everybody does.
No, really?
And the problem is ChatGPT, their information, I swear to God, is wrong like 20% of the time.
Oh, shoot.
Like if you actually ask ChatGPT, what is your source on what you just told me? I swear to God, 25% of the time it says, sorry, I made that up. It's crazy. So don't be trusting ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
It's crazy.
AI is lying to us, you guys.
I know, and it's worse than people think, and so don't fully.
So we're
trust
gonna be
it.
screwed.
I think we're already screwed. We may just not realize it yet.
I'm beginning to put that together. Is it so? It's just like realness is going to go away, and it's just going to be an AI run.
Yeah, I mean, realness is like the last couple of years. Realness is basically gone. All right, someone wants a fire update, so let me check.
Okay, well that scares the shit out of me, Mike, because all my friends, you know what they've said to me?
What have they said to you?
You're a real one.
Well,
Ro, you're a real one. And then if you're telling me that reality is out and AI is in, and I'm the real one,
something to look out for.
they're coming for me? The AI?
So checking the fires, I think we're gonna be good, guys.
Great. You know what? I'm gonna outsmart AI. I'm gonna make an AI of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna exist in the AI. So I'm like, we need to make an AI Ro.
Okay.
And then she can do whatever I would do to tell him to, you know what I mean?
Sure. All right, guys, we gotta get on this, I guess.
Here's a high thought. We need to make an AI Ro.
Oh, a gardening thought.
Oh, excuse me, a gardening thought.
And gardening. And it relaxes you, and you just love it.
Because I have a lot of anxiety because there's fires all around us, and Mike doesn't want to evacuate because we don't have an evacuation notice, but I can't breathe outside.
We're not even
so
in an evacuation warning, let alone an evacuation order. We are in a safe spot.
But we packed bags because last night a fire started very close to us, and luckily 50 firefighters took it out. But if they didn't, we would have, Mike, that was dicey.
It was fine.
But then a new fire started.
We are in a very safe spot.
How did we get so lucky?
We have been very lucky. So with the big Malibu fires a couple years ago and these fires, we have been very lucky, which is nice.
That's wild, Mike. Anybody affected by the fires, there's like a ton of different things ranging from helping, like there's relief funds, but there's also on the ground people, there's like food banks, there's Red Cross, there's a relief disaster fund where I guess they're directly working with them, and there's also, oh my gosh, Mike, I just saw this at Airbnb is for people, I think, whose houses have burnt down or something. They're letting people stay at Airbnb. So there's links to like if people's house has burnt down, I think Airbnb is allowing people in the area to stay in their places for free. People are volunteering their spaces. And there's also some links that I put here for even displaced animals. So not just people, but the animals. There's a bunch of different places that are helping with them, and they're reuniting them. Mike, I've been watching the news. They're like reuniting people with their pets that they lost. It's, oh gosh. So they're already getting to see each other again. So that's good. A lot of them. I'm just
going to cry upstairs again.
I know I'm going to cry upstairs again. Mike, I'm sorry. It's just so sad. I
know.
I have a really hard time watching this kind of stuff on the news, and it's important, but it's really hard for me to watch because it's just really sad. I hate it. We had a close friend of ours who, their couple whose houses have burnt down, and it's just heartbreaking. I don't know. It's really sad. So are they investigating all the fires, Mike? And one was from arson.
They're investigating all of them.
The other
ones, they actually caught the guy who caught one, but the two big fires, they're not sure. Usually the first fire is either an accident, like a camper, or like a cigarette or something. Like it might be careless, but it's not intentional. And then usually if a fire also pops up around the same time somewhere else, a lot of times that's arson because they're trying to jump on. Like, this is what happened during the Malibu fires, I believe. I think there was at least one. You're
right. There was a natural fire, but then people took it and ran with it, and then people started fires.
Yeah. So I personally think the Palisades one probably won't be arson. Obviously, nobody knows. That's just a random guess. But I do think some of the other ones maybe are.
Yeah, that's what happened the other year with Malibu. You're right, with Malibu.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
People try to take advantage of the craziness.
That's terrible. Awful. It's just too much. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys are having a better night than us. But I feel really blessed and lucky that we ended up in a place where it's just really smoky outside and ash all over the backyard and stuff. But we're safe. Everyone's healthy. And it looks like if the winds don't change, that we'll continue to be in a good spot. But that's the thing, you guys. The wind changes here so quickly and it's so strong. Like one of our other friends, I won't say who, but their house was okay because of how the wind typically runs, but then it changed direction.
Yeah.
And now she's having to evacuate, where she wasn't in the evacuation zone before. Now she is. So I'm just get scared of the wind because you can't control the wind.
Don't know where the wind blows.
So it's gonna blow where it blows, and but
also this is like one. I think they said top 10 driest winters
in California. And last year was the wettest winter. We had more rainfall in California than Seattle, and I grew up in Seattle. It's very rainy there, and last year in California we had so much rain. Very blessed. And then this year, I was getting ready for the rainy season, bringing the furniture in. It usually starts like in December, and goes into January. It's just really, really rainy. Like usually we've had floods here because LA isn't really built to deal with that amount of rainfall. But this year there was just no rain and everything is super, super dry. So it's at really high risk of starting a brush fire or something like that. And with the winds, it's just bad. And it's sad to see people then after, if a natural fire starts, then people take it upon themselves to just take advantage, like Mike was saying, of the situation and start other fires. And that just is so horrible. And I don't know why you would do that. It's just so dangerous. It hurts so many people and so many animals, and it just makes my heart hurt. I feel so bad. But everyone in our family is okay. We have our bags packed just in case, and my sister does too, because we got 2 warnings today. We were texted that 2 warnings, but they said it was okay now, right?
Yeah.
God, I was freaking out. When our phones go off, it's like that Amber Alert noise, the national alert noise, and it's so loud, and it
scares me every time.
The shit out of me.
I guess it's kind of the point. I guess it's kind of the point.
Scared the shit out of me. That phone went off, and I almost had a panic attack, and that's when I decided I'm going to go garden because
anytime Ro gets too elevated, it's like, let's do some gardening.
My heart, I just can't take it, you guys. That was just, it scared the poop out of me. Mike thinks it's so funny. He thinks it's so funny that I have such a big heart. He thinks that's so funny.
Yeah, it is.
He's amused by it.
I am.
Oh, do I amuse you, Michael?
Do I amuse you, Michael?
Oh, do I amuse you, Michael? I can't, Oh, the good news, I do have another update for you guys, though. The chair that I got for Mike for Christmas. Mike.
Breaking news.
Tell him what you told me today. The back pain is gone?
Yeah. Yeah, so I got a new desk, a standing desk, and Ro got the better chair that literally pushes right on your lumbar.
Yes.
And literally I haven't had... I still have a little back pain when I wake up in the morning, but I think it's just because I've always had back pain after I sleep. But all my other normal back pain. I feel like I finally did a really
good Christmas present.
You did good.
So excited. Mike, I'm so happy you're feeling better. I'm so happy that I got you a gift that was a good one, and it wasn't... because you never know. We did so much research on all these different like office chairs. They're supposed to be ergonomic, and like, God, like we've had such bad luck. We've tried so many chairs for you, and they just don't work. And like,
so this one's called an Anthros chair.
Yeah, Anthros.
Anthros. It is expensive. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's a fancy chair.
But the thing is, and the older I get, this is what I realize. You spend a third of your life in your bed, so buy a nice mattress, and you spend, if you're like me, a third of your life at your computer, and so buy a nice chair, and that covers 66% of your life. And then I guess maybe buy a nice pair of shoes because you spend the rest of it on your feet. I don't know. But
yeah, for your arch support, you guys want to take care of your arch support because if you don't, it will affect your knees, then your lower back. Mike knows all about it.
Yeah. So there's something to think about.
There's Mike advice. Mike is very frugal. He's like very financially conservative. He's really good with money. And he said the only thing he will spend money on is a good mattress, a good chair, and good shoes. That's where Mike is at. And then I design the rest of the house.
And Ro does everything else.
I do everything else. But I did some really cool projects. So like a lot of the designs, we partnered together with different companies for like furniture, but a lot of the pieces that ended up staying forever, I just purchased and invested into them and for forever pieces. Like our bed is probably my favorite bed we've ever had.
Yeah.
I love this bed. It is heaven. This bed is heaven. And we've had so many different beds over the years. When we first started dating, we didn't even have a bed frame. We were in an apartment and Mike had a mattress on top of some wire. Mike, it was like a black wire thing.
It's it's just like a really cheap bed frame, but it had it's just metal and it had wheels on it. It was really wobbly.
I'm surprised you even had a bed frame, Mike. I mean, because I remember when I moved into the apartment, all I had was a mattress.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a bed.
But
I just slept on a mattress. Like that was.
But I've learned just buy a sturdy bed. They exist, and it makes your life so much better. My bed would literally shake when you would get into it because the bed frame was so terrible.
Do you feel like it was missing screws, maybe? Like
probably.
Maybe we should have gone to like Home Depot and like tighten some screws, maybe.
You use what you know, and I literally thought that that's all the bed frames they made in the world because that's all
so
I ever
ridiculous.
Had.
So I told Mike 1 year after we had been dating for like a while. God, we were dating for a while. And then I was like, Mike, you know what I want for my birthday? I'd like to have a bed. like to sleep in.
And Ro introduced me to the great world of solid beds that don't jiggle every time you get into them.
Yeah, and our first one, do you remember what our first bed was that we ever got?
I do.
You do? Do you remember where we got it?
It's like World Market or something. Something like that.
He remembers, you
something
guys.
Like that.
Oh my gosh, 100 million years ago. Yep, it was World Market. They were having this big clearance sale. And they had this bed. It was just wood, a wood headboard, wood end piece, and the frame underneath, and these beautiful
very sturdy. I remember that
wood slots, and it was all from recycled wood. And so my little hippie heart was happy, and I talked Mike into getting that for my birthday present, and Mike freaked out at the price. It was originally $600, but it was on clearance for like $350. And Mike,
this coming from someone who's never paid for a bed because I would get them at yard sales.
Coming from a man while we were dating, he didn't buy me a pillow.
That is a true story. Now, most people would say that's a red flag.
It was a red flag. I forgave that one because
I legit thought
you were
pillows
so
were $200. Because again, I'm someone who would get everything from yard sales, And so I legit thought if you go to a Target and buy, I legit thought they were $200.
Yeah, so I start spending the night at Mike's house. We're like dating.
This is a true story.
And Mike has one pillow on his bed. And one, he doesn't offer it to me. Rude. Red flag. Then I was like, Mike, I don't have a pillow. And he was like, here, he just took a blanket and wrapped it up in a ball and was like, just use this. I was like...
As you can tell, I didn't have a lot of dating experience.
I said, this feels like I'm hanging out with my dude friend and this is not very romantic. And he was like, okay. He was like, fine. So
then we were at Target.
We go to Target and he's like, pillows are only $3? And I was like... Yes, Mike.
I legit thought pillows cost $200. I'm not even joking.
Well, now it's been 15 years or whatever now, Mike. So probably pillows now.
Inflation, probably. They're probably $7 now.
Probably $7. They're probably $7.99 now. Yeah. But isn't that just ridiculous, you guys?
You only know what you know.
You're dating someone, they don't even get you a pillow? How rude.
Red flag.
I know, it is a red flag.
Honestly, I had so little dating experience when we started dating.
I knew that too, so I was like, oh, okay, well, like, he is not doing this intentionally. He just doesn't know any better. So my best advice for people is to just openly communicate. Just communicate with your partner. Don't play games with them. Just communicate with them. And that's what I did. I was like, this is messed up and I'd like a pillow. We can afford a $3 pillow. How rude. And I said, hey, it's rude not to offer. And he was like, oh, my bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and he's actually really learned a lot over the years. So it's really sweet. Like the other year, he made reservations for us for Valentine's Day. That was so sweet. Mike, that was really sweet and adorable.
They can be taught.
Just like really nice. He surprised me. I didn't even know. It was, it's just so cute. Oh my gosh, Mike, chat is moving so fast I can't read.
And reading was never your strong suit with the dyslexia.
Never. Okay. What did Mike do before YouTube? Before YouTube, Mike was actually the first one on YouTube out of the both of us. Mike's channel was a top 100 gaming channel on YouTube. It was Husky StarCraft, and he was a major league gamer and caster, and God, you did a lot. You also helped build the second largest gaming network online. And then that company sold to Disney for the $500 million. So Mike builds companies. Mike was managing gamers.
And before that, I worked at a fast food restaurant for 3 years.
Yeah, before that, he worked at, we went there, Burgerville.
You got it, yep.
Burgerville. And it's good.
Honestly, the quality of Burgerville has plummeted substantially.
The first time we went there, it was amazing.
Yeah.
The second time we went there, years later,
the quality has plummeted substantially.
My burger was kind of dry. What's going on with Burgerville?
I've eaten there a couple times since, and it hasn't been good each time.
I don't know what's going on there, Mike, but I used to really love it. And then, oh yeah, and then it worked in a computer lab.
Yep. Computer tutor at a community college.
Yep.
Which was fun.
He's basically just a computer geek, you guys. So, he built his first computer when he was 10, just from, spare parts and stuff. And then, I said this the other night, but the first gift that he ever gave to me was he took a bunch of good parts and built me basically a powerful rig, a computer. And that was just really, really sweet. I never had somebody build me a computer before.
Yeah.
That was very unique. You're like, your computer's old and slow. I'm going to build you one.
Let's get you a new one.
And he was like, and it was just incredible. You put the cool stuff in there too. He even put glowy lights in there.
Yeah, you gotta have glowy lights.
And it had all those fancy graphics cards because our friends worked at NVIDIA.
Yeah.
So we always got these really fancy graphics cards, and I don't know how to do it, but Mike does. and then he was teaching me, and I don't think I retained most of it. I know what all the parts are called because I baked a cake, so that I know what they're called, but
it's easy. You could do it.
some of the things I can remember, like I know that RAM is like memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand some basics. But I wouldn't say that was my nerdy forte, but that's more Mike's. So that's what Mike did. He worked fast food. He was a computer tutor, and then he left college to build his YouTube channel, and then did pro gaming casting. He was a caster for StarCraft with the original casters, like back in the day, the OGs, and did his gaming channel, and then built a gaming network. And then I basically asked him to manage me when he was managing other gamers. And he was like, I don't really manage bakers. I only really manage gamers. And I was like, yeah, but give me 10 things to do and I'll get out of your hair. And then he gave me 10 things to do for my channel, and then I did him. And then I came back and I said, 10 more things. And then he was like, okay, get out of here. And then I was like, okay, 10 more things. And he was like, why are you so coachable? Why are you so easy to work with? Like, why is this so easy? And I was like, I don't know. And then he agreed to start managing me. And then we worked together and became friends for a while. And then Mike kind of naturally started just managing all my projects and stuff, because it was just at the point where I was at critical mass. I couldn't keep up with the opportunities that were flying at me. We just got so many amazing opportunities. Like, we got invited to the White House to have a private meeting with the vice president. It was just nonstop. I got invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner with the president. We were at the weirdest table too, Mike.
Yeah.
The company at this table, you guys, we were at to my right was Bill Nye the Science Guy. So I'm drinking wine with Bill Nye the Science Guy all night. Dream come true. I watched all of his shows growing up. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah. Bill. Oh God, Mike the best.
Classic.
Could you believe that? DJ Khaled and his wife, because we were invited by Ariana Huffington and her daughter. So our table is the weirdest table. So there's DJ Khaled, there's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Over on this side is Steve Aoki. Mike's next to me. And then on the other side, there's John Cena. I mean, this is the weirdest. I can't tell you. I don't know who does the seating at these events, but they
have fun doing it though.
They were like, let's put this together. And Steve was telling me how he throws cakes at his audience. And I was like, I'm a baker. I make cakes. And he was like, I throw them into the audience.
Steve Aoki straight up throws cakes at the audience.
Isn't that wild, you guys?
He's
That's
a sniper
so
at that too.
Wild. Do you think he... Oh, wow. Someone said... Oh my God, you guys it's moving so fast. I literally couldn't even...
Rose's been gardening too much to keep up with this.
I literally cannot believe that. I know. Our lives have been so crazy because of YouTube. Like, someone said that is the weirdest table, but also sounds like this so much fun. It was. Literally, you guys, the opportunities that started coming in for me were so many and so vast. Like, the first celebrity to ever reach out to me was Whoopi Goldberg. Like, Whoopi invited me on her show to bake cupcakes with Chrissy Teigen. That was incredible. And Whoopi flew in me and my sister, and like she invited us to her dressing room, and it was so sweet. And she like gave us advice, and she even told my sister, she was like, I love you guys working together. That was so special, Mike. That was like, wow. And I've just had so many other things like that, you guys. Like, I got invited to go bake with Rachel Ray and go on it was the Ryan and Kelly show. Then when we went on, but how many times have we been on that show? 4?
Something like that.
4 times. And then Home and Family has invited me on their morning show, because Hallmark Home and Family they used to have a daily morning show, and it filmed on the back lot of Universal Studios, the Home and Family house. And I almost felt like I worked there. It was, we were, I guess, so many times. It
Yeah.
was in the double, I can't even remember how many times I've been on that show. One time it was so special, but the host of that show actually invited Mike and I to their wedding. And that was, we just gotten to know each other over the years, and it is just a really genuine repertoire that we had built. And I always hope that that's going to happen when I'm working with people, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm back in kindergarten. But when you're working at a new job and you don't always make a friend, but you're hoping to make a friend, that's how I always feel when I work on projects. And so I was just so excited because I worked there with them for years, like being a guest on their show. And yeah, it was just a real honor to get invited. That was just really special to me. Yeah, so that was a great show. Just so many blessings. And then we got 2 Food Network shows and an HBO show. And we got a call one time that was like, hey, do you want to come be a guest judge on Nailed It? And I love that show on Netflix. It's so funny with all the bakers, Mike, who don't have that much experience baking. They try to recreate these like elaborate things in like not enough time.
And they don't give them enough time at all.
No, and it's just a disaster, and it's so funny. It's one of the funniest baking shows. The humor is just, it's like the meme Nailed It. I mean, it's just like the name.
That's where they got
it's
the
just,
idea for the
it's
show.
literally, it's just so funny. If you need something lighthearted, if you're ever in a mood, like that's a great show. That always raises my spirits, makes me laugh. I like that show a lot. But someone said, which administration invited you to the White House? It was Obama. Yeah, Obama invited us to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and the meeting we had with was actually when Joe was a vice president, and we met with him when he was vice president. That was just such a day, Mike. I can't believe that actually happened. I just learned so much. Wow. And DC was amazing. I squeezed in time I just got a hair of time. I didn't get a lot, but I went to the museum and they had an exhibit on Julia Child. They had a Julia Child exhibit. That one of the greatest things, oh my gosh, in DC is they have so many like free museums that you can go to. There's so many of them. Mike, and the statues, it's just...
Well, DC was cool other than the bathroom peeper.
Oh, the bathroom peeper was... Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
you guys,
that was insane.
We went to a restaurant. The food's great in DC,
true story.
too.
This is literally
we went to a restaurant. I had to potty, so Molly came with me because we always girl code. We always stay together. So we go to the bathroom, and when we walked in the bathroom, there was feet in one of the stalls, and I assumed it's a woman, because we're in the women's bathroom.
As you do.
As you do. And so I go in one of the stalls. Molly has to help me unzip because I'm wearing this like bodysuit dress. So I have to unzip, fully like take all my clothes off, go to the bathroom. And then the feet were shuffling around. And then I didn't really notice because I'm going to the bathroom. But then all of a sudden, my sister goes, "What are you doing?" And she yelled it. And I look over, the feet are gone. So I'm just like, what? And then I look up. There was a dude looking over the top, like just staring at me. And my sister is clocking it. My sister was like literally trying to pull up her pants and come get this guy, because my sister's a badass. And he was a peeper in the bathroom. This dude runs out of the bathroom. My sister is chasing after him, and I don't know what she said to you. Mike is outside the door. He's like in the hallway waiting for us. What did she say to you?
It was something like he was in there looking at us, or like she said. I can't remember exactly. She said something that was like he wasn't supposed to be in there, obviously. And I saw him run out the door. It was
so creepy.
Because Ro has to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes because of her tiny bladder, and so I'm used to just waiting outside the door for her.
And I like to stay hydrated.
And so we were getting lunch before going to see the vice president of the
United States at a very nice restaurant. This was a very nice restaurant. It was not like a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and so
Like,
I
it
literally
was a
chased this
beautiful
guy.
restaurant.
I'm in my nicest suit because
Mike
I'm
looked
literally
like-
seeing the vice
You
president. of the United States.
guys, I never seen Mike move that fast. He literally looked like a Bond agent.
So I chased
He has
this
this
guy.
black and white suit with his tie. Mike, you look so good.
And my dress shoes and everything.
Wow, and you chased him down. Mike chased him out of the restaurant,
And
down the street.
it was a fucking movie. I'm not even joking.
Jumps on a bus.
A bus pulls up on the corner of the street,
He jumps
opens
in
the
the
door.
bus.
He jumps in
Mike
like a
catches
movie.
him.
And I jump on the bus with him and I stand in the doorway.
Mike, that's
And
so
and
badass.
he sat in the front row like a noob. And so I'm standing in the doorway and I told the bus driver, he was just creeping on my girlfriend, give me a sec. And the bus driver's like, oh my God, not again. And so
Mike takes his phone and
Yeah.
made sure that the guy didn't record us or take pictures of us. But Mike, I thank you. That was like
so my only regret
sweet.
is I should have kept his phone and gave it to the police. But in that moment, I was like, well, there's no photos. Obviously, my adrenaline's going, so I just chased this guy. I'm holding up a bus.
Yeah.
And we literally were going to see the vice president in like 5 minutes. So I had to like quickly make a decision. So my decision at the time was look through his phone. There was no photos. And
But
so
I appreciate you doing that. People are so wild. Did you hear, this was years ago, but did you hear the news about a porta potty peeper?
Oh my God, you told me about this like 20 years ago.
It's so creepy, you guys. There was this guy who is a peeper. It's like a real problem, I guess. Like for people who peep, I guess it's really like a psychological issue, but
Yeah.
it's still creepy and weird. And he's a creeper. And there was a women's like yoga retreat, Mike. Some kind of like,
Or like
a
an event?
Pilates
Convention or something?
retreat. No, it was like a weekend event, I think, or something like
Yeah,
a,
I don't know.
whatever. So it was all these women and porta potties, and this guy, to peep on women, he went in the porta potty. Y'all,
Like in
he
the
went
poop, like
in the poop. Like he went in the pee-pee, in the poop. He went in the toilet and he was in there. And so he said sometimes you have to put up with the poop to see the beautiful flowers.
Oh my God, that's the most
He said
disgusting
some
thing.
disgusting thing in the interview. You can Google this. It is creepy. And he said he got in trouble before for peeping at Target. I
Once
can't.
a peeper, always a
And
peeper. That's what I
literally,
say.
in the news, they call him the porta potty peeper. Like, you know how serial killers get nicknames?
Yeah.
Well, apparently peepers get nicknames, and he's the porta potty peeper because he went in the porta potty. And I guess how he got caught was a girl went in there, and he said his biggest mistake is he started moving, and he shouldn't have moved. He's
Shouldn't
got
have splashed around in the
he
poop.
has to stay very still. So this woman goes into a porta potty, sits on the porta potty with that big hole with all that poop down there. She's going to the bathroom, and she said she stood up and she saw him move. She saw a person, eyeballs in the poop, moving, and she screamed and ran out and got security immediately. And they literally had to pull him out. He was covered in poop, and handcuff him, bring him in. Michael, I can't.
I mean, I haven't verified this story by looking it up, but Rose
Go
swears.
Google, Mike.
Rose
Mike,
swears
this is
the
a
porta
real
potty
story.
peeper is real.
My sister and I talk about this because it gave me a nightmare. Okay, it was like, and I am already, you know, I'm not like I don't love porta potties. I'm also.
I don't think anybody does, except
not-
for the porta potty peeper, I guess.
I'm not a prude, you know. If we're out hiking or camping and I gotta go in one of those, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not. But now, Mike, after that article came out, and it was in the news, it was everywhere. Okay, I was like, I always look in there now because I'm like, porta potty peepers exist because I got peeped on, even in a fancy restaurant in DC.
Yeah.
I got peeped on in a beautiful built like. So I'm like, now I'm like, oh my gosh, women even have to check porta potties.
You gotta check the poop.
These creeps need to quit. Okay, these creeps.
They gotta stop.
Can't they Google it? You know, like they like peeping.
No, it's
Can't
the
they
thrill
do
of
it?
being in the poop. You don't understand. It's the thrill. And how does he breathe? Did he have a little straw that he like sucks air out of?
Such weirdos, Mike. I mean, just
don't know.
make like a virtual reality for these weirdos so they could just go in their little world and go sit in a toy, whatever they want to do.
Yeah. I love the people
No.
joining chat right now who are like, what did we miss?
What did we miss? This is such a weird conversation. I 100% agree with you. And it's also, I've been gardening. There's LA fires all around us, but we're in a safe zone.
We are. And I keep checking. We're still in a
we don't
safe
have
zone.
to evacuate. We packed bags and I did a little gardening because I have really high anxiety and I'd like to leave, but Mike would like to stay and hose off a fire.
And we are in a safe zone.
Mike keeps saying we're safe.
Zone.
We're safe. And I'm freaking out a little bit. One could say.
Yeah, we are completely
One
fine.
could say I would like a comfort pizza.
Hey, now we're talking.
Are we?
Now we're talking.
Are we talking comfort food dinner?
After a long day of gardening.
After a long day of gardening, are we going to have a pizza?
I love that for us.
I love that for us too. Oh my gosh. How's the project going in your backyard? Mike, what project? Is this the studio?
Maybe the studio?
The studio's done.
We've been using it a lot.
Yeah, we've been using it a lot. And I can't remember if we're doing any other projects. Are we?
Nothing in the backyard, I don't think.
Are we?
Life is always a project, you know?
True that. There's a bunch of things I want to do around the studio. Like I want to put in these teeny little like white, cute picket fence gates, just very, very small size actually, just on the sides of the studio so that the dogs won't go back there. Because sometimes they'll just go back there, Mike, and they just get into everything.
They're
and
crazy with that.
we have these squirrels that drop things into our yard. And usually it's just oranges, which is fine. Dogs can have a bite of orange and be all right. But sometimes these squirrels bring in all these weird nuts and stuff that are toxic to dogs, and they drop them
dropping them everywhere
along that fence line. And I can't, I can't keep up with these squirrels. Okay, this is squirrel talk. This is for my squirrel friends.
This guy in chat has been saying for like an hour straight.
What do you say?
Mike, or maybe it's probably a lady. Sorry, Mike is literally Spencer Reed. LOL. Is that a compliment or an insult?
Who is Spencer Reed?
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know who that is.
I mean, I'm used to mostly insults, so
Mike,
they're saying I'm literally this person.
You're literally Spencer Reed. Who's Spencer Reed?
It's REID.
I don't know.
Reed?
I don't know who Spencer Reed is.
RE.
I think I'm spelling this
You
wrong.
definitely spelled it completely wrong, but it's fine. Who is this guy? Because I'm literally him.
Mike. He's a TV character.
Okay.
So he is Criminal Minds. But
People like that show, right?
oh yeah, Criminal Minds is a great show, Mike. Oh wait, let me read the fandom here, Mike, to you.
For Spencer Reed.
Because I'm such a great reader.
Yeah.
So let me read you
about Mr. Reed.
Let me tell you a tale.
You're exhausted from all your gardening.
I'm exhausted from gardening. Let me tell you a tale. Okay, this is like a lot of detail.
Well, according to them, I am literally him.
Oh, Mike, it says you're brilliant.
Hey!
Reed is noted for he's a little socially awkward, but prodigal brilliance. Prodigal.
Prodigal?
Mike, what is this word?
Prodigal.
Say?
Prodigal? That's how I'd say it.
No,
Prodigal?
Prodigal. I think
it's like prodigy.
Oh, whoa, Mike, that's a big compliment. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
I'm prodigal and socially awkward.
Mike, you know what I will say? I do like really smart people. I do like geniuses.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. I have a type. Except for that one guy in college. Don't judge me, Mike, and don't say his name. It is so fun to say, but don't do it. You made fun of me. This one, Mike.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. How would I get that from your hand signal?
Because we used to do that all the time.
I didn't know there was a hand signal.
Michael, I can't believe you forgot. You remember the first bed we bought, but not our fun little hand signal we did? Such a dude.
No, we didn't even do the hand signal.
Such
it's you
dude.
and your person you're talking about.
No.
It's not even me.
No, we used to do it. I'm over this
so.
conversation. I love you. I'm over this conversation. Mike, do you remember what our second bed was?
Second bed?
Yeah, because
It's probably like
I
one of
literally
the tufted ones.
I literally cannot remember. Oh my god, it
like
was
Pottery Barn or something.
Yeah, it was the Pottery Barn cream tufted one with a really high headboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we finally moved out. When we were in a 3-bedroom apartment with 6 people, and they had 3 cats. We didn't have any animals, so the roommates had 3 cats between everybody. And it was so crowded. We had one little refrigerator, and I was trying to do a baking show, and I could not like freeze or chill my cakes or my cupcakes. There was no room with 6 people with one little fridge. And it was a mini size fridge. Like I had to order it.
It wasn't like a full.
Yeah, it wasn't a full size fridge. It was like a really small fridge in our first little like townhouse apartment that we had. Because that's all we could afford, and it was right underneath the freeway, so it was all dusty and gross and anyways, so we finally moved out into a different apartment, and we got that bed.
Someone said they haven't watched you in 6 years and you haven't changed at all.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Or you look the same.
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I feel like my face has changed a lot. I feel like I have good skin, but I feel it's just the shape of it has changed. Gravity is a factor, and also hormones. When you change age, you actually start holding fat in different places.
That is true.
That is a fun thing for you guys to know about the future.
Your body's like, let's try and store some over here.
Yeah, it will start storing fat in places it never stored before. And this is another true story, you guys. We went to Hawaii. I went out to dinner with my friend and their friend, and Mike was there. It was the 4 of us. And I gained 10 pounds. Okay, I get it. I got a little chubby. But we go to dinner, and they're like, Ro, did you get cheek implants? I was like, no, I just got fat. Give me a break. I wasn't even that fat. I was just a little curvy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just a little curvaceous. But yeah, I hold my weight in my cheeks a lot.
My favorite is when they're like, oh my God, her whole face is plastic surgery. It's a botched job. And it's just like, I just got
so
chubby.
mean. I just got fat. Yeah, it's just like so mean. I remember like the comments on some of my videos, Mike, were like, well, look at all that plastic surgery. I was like, I just gained 10 pounds. That's so rude. Mike, the only thing that I did do to my face is I tried that filler. And I talked on my lips. I talked about this on the podcast Ridiculous, my podcast called Ridiculous, with one of my friends, Jared, who came over. He's a fellow Italian. We love him. We were talking about it, and I told him I like to use his products. Like this is a little travel size one, but I have a bigger one, but it's Polite Society. Oh, I did a little kiss. And I like the plumpers because I dissolved my filler. And I told him that the tea with that is that I used to have a friend who I don't hang out with anymore, I don't talk to anymore, who brought me to get my lips done. And she told another mutual friend that she brought me in to get my lips done to make me look bad. She purposely said like, yeah, overfill them and do this, it will look so good. And basically just like gassing me up and stuff, and then was told a mutual friend that they were doing it kind of like maliciously, like on purpose to like, and then our mutual friend showed me all the tea. So, and I was like, okay, now we don't hang out anymore. So there was a time on my channel where I had very big lips. They were like, Mike, probably this big.
They were like sea cucumbers. They were pretty big.
Yeah, they were really big. So what I did is I just dissolved all the filler in my lips, which was really painful. I had to do it in multiple sessions. I took it slow because it's acid and it burns and I have a really high pain tolerance, and even tears came out. No noise though, Mike. I held it in.
Yeah, trooper.
But it really, really hurt. Yeah, so anyways, that's the only thing that I've ever done to my face. I have never had plastic surgery on my face, ever. I've been really open about that. The only thing I've ever done was remove my augmentation and just do natural tissue. So that's it. Plus I tried filler on my lip and it was awful. It was terrible. I don't recommend it. I regretted it. I was told it would dissolve like over time because it would metabolize like Botox does. Botox metabolizes every 3 months. If you get Botox, I do for my migraines. That's how I started. And it metabolizes very quickly. Like I wish it was permanent. Then I wouldn't have to keep going. Mike, I'm so over going quarterly. It's like, it does work for migraines, but you have to keep up on the treatments. Like if you don't do it, then like if you skip quarterly, then they're active again.
I mean, the good news is if they mess it up, at least it
metabolizes and it fixes itself. Yeah, but the filler, the kind they put in me, didn't. And it doesn't do that. And they said it did and it did not. And there is like, now they have different kinds of fillers and stuff now. But then that's what happened. So I had to go in and get it all. So anyways, my face is now my own, 100% my own. This is my own natural face. And as you'll notice, like my lips aren't perfectly even. They never were, they never have been. Like my face is, I think, symmetrical-ish, pretty symmetrical, but there's imperfections and that is natural. So like on this side, my lip is just a little smaller and this side it's just a little bigger, but that is how my lips naturally look. So they aren't perfectly symmetrical. But yeah, it's back to me. It's all me now, which feels really good, Mike. I really love it.
Yeah.
I remember when I came back when I got filler for the first time and I was like so nervous of what I look like because I hadn't really processed it. And I came home and Mike's face told me it all. I was like, hey, Mike. And he looked at me like this. And I was like, oh, shit. That's not the face that you want to see when you come back from doing a beauty treatment. It's the exact opposite. So dang it. And I was like, well, maybe they're just swollen. Maybe they'll just go down. No, that did not. I was like, and every month I'd be like, you think they're going to go down yet? Like, they did not. Yeah, so that's my stupid story about that. I have a lot of stupid stories. I have so many.
I have a lot of stupid stories.
I really do. What is he pretending to work on? Oh, he's not pretending to work. He's gaming.
Oh, yeah.
Mike literally could retired 10 years ago, you guys. So just so you know. I call him Old Man Mike, even though he's younger than me. He's 3 years younger than me. But when I met, I just thought he was older because he was managing so many people and he did his own channel and he was a professional game caster and he had built this company and it sold. So I just thought like he just seemed so mature. He just was like building businesses and things. So when he just kind of stopped doing that, I mean that he's not somebody that can ever, I think, retire. I just think he always needs to be busy and doing something and building something. And so he started managing my channel and then helped me with everything we were doing because there was a lot. We were producing a lot of, like on the HBO show, you'll see our names as executive producers. I didn't just host and judge it. We also executive produced it. So there's just like a lot of projects like that. Like, he's executive produced an HBO show behind the scenes. He's more behind the scenes now, but I keep telling him he should start gaming on his channel again. I think it would be really fun. And I think there's a bunch of your guy friends that would love to game with you. I bet it's like been a minute. I bet they would just love it. Like, yeah. Victor, would he love it?
He doesn't like classic WoW, but...
Oh, he doesn't like classic WoW.
We have other games we can play, too.
Oh, okay. You have other games you guys can play
and plus,
together.
He plays Alliance like a nerd, and I play Horde like a Giga Chad, so...
What's a Giga Chad?
Someone who's super cool. Obviously.
What? So Chads are cool? Because a Giga is a big Chad?
You just want to be a Giga Chad.
A Giga Chad? What's the opposite of that? Alliance?
Yeah.
What's the opposite?
Pretty much.
Oh, I did a good diss. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but what is the opposite of a Giga Chad?
Maybe like a beta cuck or something. I don't know.
What the heck is a beta?
I don't know. People be taking this stuff
You
way
mean
too
beta?
serious.
Oh my gosh, do you mean beta?
Beta.
Alpha, beta?
I think so.
Well, those are just Greek words, right?
I mean, yeah.
Aren't they the Greek system or whatever? Numeric system?
Ever since the internet became mainstream, people take their personality identities way too serious.
You know what I think when I think of those words? I think of the military. You know when they're like, Gamma, Alpha, Beta, Code 569er. It reminds me of military talk. So I don't think of like Alpha, Beta. You're thinking like primal stuff? Alpha, Beta? Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. People take it way too serious.
They really do. Because they even call generations, like my little nephews, Greason and Graham, they're 2 and 6. So they're Generation Alpha. And then now people being born today are going to be Generation Beta. And I'm like, that's so cool and organized. It's like, sounds very military-like, and I like it. What's going to be the next one? Ooh, Mike, Google it. What's going to be the next one?
Didn't they name it already? And wasn't it like...
Wait, what is it? Do you guys know? Chat, let me know. What is the next one?
They're calling it Generation Beta.
Someone said never. That's what I just said. Alpha, Beta.
Yeah, they're calling it Generation Beta, so everyone's going to make fun of them forever.
Why are they going to make fun of them?
Because they're betas. Like, Gen Alpha is going to always make fun of Gen Betas.
Why?
Because people are terrible. I'm telling you, this is a terrible name. We need to overrule this immediately.
What? Oh, because they're thinking of it the primal way?
Yeah, they're going to be like, I'm Alpha, you're
like
Beta.
Like the Alpha in the group and then a Beta,
That's
not
all they're gonna
actually
do.
what they are?
That's all they're going to do.
Well, did you know that a bunch of those like scientists were saying that like a lot of people in the packs where they thought there was an Alpha and then Beta rules, they were actually wrong?
Yeah, I did hear that. I think the original study on wolves was actually inaccurate.
Yeah, the study on wolves was like inaccurate. So it makes it even dumber.
I know.
That makes it so even stupider. And you know what I was thinking, Mike?
No idea.
Made me think about hyenas. You want to hear something cool about hyenas, Mike?
This is a gardening thought, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a gardening thought. Okay, so you know, like pack of wolves, they thought that there was an alpha and a whole bunch of betas. Well, apparently that study was like wrong, and it doesn't really work like that. So in a pack of wolves, but this is what is really cool, Mike, is that hyena packs are ran by all females.
I didn't know that.
Hyenas, the lowest ranking female outranks the highest ranking male. That are hyenas. And I think that's cool. Also, lionesses are the huntresses. Those male lions just really do a lot of nothing.
All day.
They do a lot of nothing. And then they fight other dudes.
And they eat their babies.
Oh my God. Yeah. And they eat the mommy's babies. And that's just so gross. Oh God. What monsters.
What's too much testosterone?
Too much testosterone.
Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat your children. That's what the big cats are thinking.
I'm like, really? Kitty cat? You don't want that? How are you going to survive as a species?
I don't know. Nature's wild.
You know,
not a lot of adoptions happening in the big cat world.
No wonder they're going extinct. So learn from the big cats. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but Mike, learn from the big cats. Don't be like these lions. Don't be like these lions, because a pack of hyenas will take you down. Mike, they're vicious. Have you seen them?
Oh, is this my live stream now?
Yeah, okay, Mike, here, you live stream. I'm going to go potty.
Hey, guys. Okay, so someone was asking, does Snapchat creator program pay well? I think so.
I have no idea.
Snapchat's not really our focus. I think our Snapchat is monetized, but it's not really our focus. We have heard...
I don't think our Twitter's monetized, but it made $26.
Oh, yeah, Twitter monetization used to be decent, and now it literally is a joke. You'll get like 100 million views, and they will send you $20. It's like, wow, this is really a sustainable career right here, as being a professional tweeter. Although if you are wanting to be a professional tweeter, I think you should reevaluate your priorities, if we're being completely honest. What's word on the fire? Well, we are currently in a good spot. We did get a warning before, but we were not in an evacuation zone. And I've been checking a lot, and I have the news on my computer too. And I think my gut feeling is tonight is like the first night where they're going to make progress. So obviously there's still fires and there's still homes being lost and there's still whatever. But I think since the winds aren't like 80, 90 miles an hour like they were a day or two ago, and they're able to get the planes in the air to drop all the water and everything, I think this is like the first night that they're going to be making progress. And so that gives me hope that nothing else crazy is going to happen. I know a bunch of like the extra firefighters and stuff are coming in from like Oregon and different states, I think Washington, and they may even be sending the National Guard. So I think we, especially once all those people arrive, I think we're actually going to be making a lot of progress. But the devastation is crazy. Like if you haven't looked up the Palisades helicopter shots of the devastation, it literally is like the entire town is just gone. It's like not technically every single house, but some of the shots, it sure looks like every single house. So it's absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. We've been in, LA 15, 16, 17 years, something like that, and have never seen anything quite like this. The Malibu fires a couple years ago were pretty bad, but I think this is probably worse. And it's pretty crazy. We are very blessed in that we are in a safe spot, and I've been checking it nonstop for like 2-3 days. So thankfully we are in a safe spot, and we do have our stuff packed if we do have to go. But like looking at it right now, it's still the same. The Eaton fire seems to still be kind of going crazy, which is wild. But as of right now, we are in good shape. And yeah, just looking at the news, they're continuing to say that.
I'm gonna need a pizza.
I think we have a frozen one to make.
Mike, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to have a pizza. You know why? But let me say bye to everybody.
Okay.
Okay, bye, you guys. I just had to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. I'm glad you got to hang out with Mike, though. He's the best. I wish everybody could have a Mike. Honestly, he's
go find yourself a
so
Mike, I guess.
Smart, and he's just so logical, and I find him so funny because I'm so emotional. Like one time we were in Mexico and there was a hurricane, and I was hearing splashing against the window, and I was like, I'd had a few drinks. We did tequila taste testing at dinner.
As you do.
As you do. When in Rome,
No, you stayed hydrated. You were hydrated.
I stayed hydrated.
You were very hydrated.
Exactly. I had a fabulous night. We partied so hard, and then we're going to bed, and I'm hearing sound like the ocean slapping against our windows. Like it sounded like waves hitting the windows. And I was like, Mike, are we in a storm? And he was like, no, it's just the wind probably. He doesn't tell me. Mike, what class category hurricane was outside of and it was the ocean slapping against our window, and the entire floor of the hotel was soaking wet because it was water. Mike, because the hotel is still being built, right? It hadn't been open to the public yet.
Yeah, so it was a big event, and all the people for this event, you were part of the event.
They rented out the whole hotel. It was so cool.
We were the first people to stay in the hotel. It wasn't even finished
gorgeous.
Yet. It was amazing.
So pretty, but
it was amazing. We were literally peeling off the plastic off of the toilet.
Yeah, they had
never been used.
It was brand new, but
yeah, so Rose trying to drift off to sleep, and she's like, "Wow, it seems windy, and do I get the ocean?"
I feel like I hear the ocean.
And I was like, "No, it's fine." So Rose goes to bed. I Google it. Yeah, it was a Category 2 hurricane. We had no idea it was coming, and at that point, I'm like, "Well, we're in it, and we're already in the hotel, and it's not like we can just leave." So I was just like, "We're gonna let her sleep." I
feel like he is too calm all the time.
And it was fine. It was fine. Because in a lot of those situations, you're gonna get yourself in more trouble trying to freak out and do something without thinking it through. And nobody at the hotel seemed concerned. And so I feel like that was the right choice. There was no evacuation or anything. Everybody was fine.
There's a Category 2 hurricane outside of our hotel, and Mike just tells me, yeah, it's probably the wind. It's probably the wind.
It was fine.
It's probably the wind. Mike, that's so you.
Yeah.
That's so you. Okay, Mike, can we eat a pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I am going to go get a pizza. Bro has 2017 Justin Bieber hair.
Yes. Whoa.
I think his hair is longer. Mike, show him how long your hair is.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta be like...
Justin Bieber's hair wasn't that long.
I gotta be the budget...
2017.
Was it XQC?
Let me see.
QXC?
Who's that?
QBC? What's his name?
I thought he looked kind of like Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, yeah, I guess you kind of do, huh?
Do I look more like XQC?
Yeah, you got to do like a center part.
Or do I look more like pyrocynical?
I don't know. I think I'm getting them confused. I don't think in my head I can keep them separate. Hold on. Wait.
What's his name? XQC? CVS?
We're going to figure it out, Mike. Hold on.
XQC. Is it XQC?
I don't know.
Or are you looking at Justin Bieber hair?
I'm looking at Justin Bieber hair. Hold on. I'm trying to see how your hair looks. Justin Bieber's, or as Mike calls him, J Money. Let's see.
I love some J
Money.
Money.
Mike, that's good hair. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does dark roots. You have light roots.
I mean, I've had dark roots before, just if I can't get
right
them.
Here, everybody. There it is. Boom.
What music was he making back then?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't his baby. That was
Voice of an Angel. I don't know. Maybe it was Sorry.
Is it too late to say I'm sorry?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was it. Before he had this haircut, we got that one. That one. The Smosh guys had that one.
Yeah, that was the Smosh haircut.
Smosh.
Sure.
That was the Smosh haircut. Yeah.
So the thing about XQC, someone saying I should pretend to be him. If you want to be XQC, is that even his name? I don't even know. Hold on. Is that X?
That's not his name. There's no way that's his name. It's probably
no. It's XQC. I totally look more like XQC than you, Justin
But
Bieber.
what's his name?
Felix. He's a Felix.
Like PewDiePie?
Like PewDiePie. It says he's Canadian on here.
It's another Felix.
But the thing about him
name. I love that
he
name.
has managed to be like one of the top 3 streamers or something crazy.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Dude's making, what, 30, 40 million a year. No one has any idea what he's saying. No one can actually understand him. So I have a theory.
What do you mean no one can understand him?
I have a theory about XQC. Is that since no one can understand what he's saying.
They don't speak the same language?
No one knows what language he speaks. Literally no one knows what language he speaks.
Are you joking with me right now?
But the thing is I think since no one understands him, they just project what they think, like what they want to hear, they project onto what he's saying. I'm not kidding. Like, watch
Someone said it's not a Canadian accent.
I think it might be French or something. I don't know.
Well, French Canadian, Mike?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know how to say his name. But I just know I can never understand what he's saying.
We should watch one of his streams or whatever and see if we can understand.
So if I would be like XQC, I would just be talking like this. They're doing the thing.
Oh my God, I like your Viking hair.
Here, but I'm telling you. And then everyone's like, wow, he just said something so cool. And I'm like, did he?
Someone said Ro needs a moderator. What's a moderator?
Do they do moderators?
I don't need a moderator. What do you need a moderator for?
I don't know. Are people in chat being naughty?
Oh, they're being naughty.
Being naughty in chat.
Is chat being naughty? Oh, someone said yes. That is so funny. Well, I'm sorry about whoever in chat's being naughty. I don't know why. Some people do stuff for attention. Just ignore them.
Don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls. Starve them. They don't get beautifully yummy cooked dinners. They don't get the treats.
They don't deserve your attention.
They don't. They don't deserve your attention. You think of your attention as the reward. It's the same with kids. Little kids. I have little nephews. I have a 2-year-old nephew and a 6-year-old. and they're both boys, and they're a handful. And I will just say this: your attention is the reward, so you don't reward bad behavior. It's the same thing, you guys.
And honestly, you kind of cultivate the audience based on your behavior. So, like, if you're an edgy edgelord who's like, ugh, then that's going to be your audience. If you're cool and funny and nice, then that's going to be your audience. And
if you're cool, funny, nice, and turning into a little mini badass, then your audience is going to be the same. It kind of reflects that. And then people who, they're probably the only haters here are probably from some of those male dude channels. Yeah.
It's always the fans of like toxic male men. Toxic male
dudes.
Male men.
I would say somebody started following me on Twitter, Mike, and they gave me the biggest compliment ever. They were like, I'm following her because all the toxic
all the worst men on the internet.
She said all the worst men on the internet hate her. So I'm going to follow her because she's doing something right. Yeah. And I was like, that is the best compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
Because honestly, your haters, whoever your haters are, say so much about you because that means you're the opposite of what they are. And that's why they hate you. And it actually is like, they think it's like, oh, we got a good dig. And it's like, actually, you're just proving that I am the opposite of you.
Like I am happy that I'm not you. Yeah. That's like a good thing.
Yeah, your haters say a lot about you.
They do. So you guys, if haters pop up in any of the chat, just ignore them.
So I'm gonna be budget QXC from now on.
Oh my! But I like your Viking.
Oh, this way. Okay. Should I put it in a man bun?
Yeah.
And I love that my hair offends somebody. I always see at least one person offended by my hair.
Offended? Yeah. Mike has beautiful Viking hair. How dare you?
I'll take it.
Anyone who doesn't love it, you don't get it. It's not for you then. It's for me. I'm like, hello, Viking looking man. Yes. I love Mike's hair. I even do Viking braids when it gets a little bit longer. I'll start in the front and
I think it's long enough to braid now.
A lot of them, I braided it the other day. I love it. So I'll do like a different Viking braid and we're growing it out so we can do different like cool braids like that.
Someone said they still have Bill Nye the Science Guy stuck in things too.
It's one of the best songs ever made. Mike, time to self-tan. No.
I get that one a lot. Oh my God, you're so pale.
I love it.
And like it's called healthy skin. And it's why my skin will not be leather when I'm older.
Mike has really pale skin. So his background, his genealogy is Scottish. So just think of, Scottish guys. Mike's Scottish. His last name's Scottish. He's a Scottish dude with some Viking hair and I love it. And I get it. It's like Draco Malfoy. That's my type. That's my type. Do you look like Draco Malfoy or his dad? Hello. That's my type. Have you guys seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer when she starts hooking up with Spike? Spike is my type. I don't understand.
When she starts spending more time with Spike.
What? Oh, you can't say hooking up?
I don't think. When she starts spending more time with Spike.
Okay, when she starts hanging out with... hanging out with them or whatever. Also, like Targaryens. I think I would have liked Targaryens.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Game of Thrones. Yeah, they got that beautiful blonde hair going. I'd be like, what's up, husband? I'd be like, how are you doing today? What's up, husband? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Ro, can you speak Italian? No. And someone goes, what about Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves is my hall pass. All right, for real though, you guys, I'm not joking around. Mike knows this. We've talked about this for years.
I'm starting to get a little nervous though because we know so many people who know him, and I'm like, wait, this hall pass is getting like
it's getting real.
We're one person removed from this hall pass.
It's starting to feel more real.
And I'm texting our friends. Do any of you know Selena Gomez?
Because that's Mike's hall pass.
It's getting a little too real over here.
And I was telling Mike, like, well, she's engaged now.
I know, which is very unfortunate for me.
Yeah, she's engaged now.
She didn't consider my feelings on this whole matter.
Mike also has a type. I look kind of more like Selena, though, than... Keanu doesn't have blonde hair. That is true, but Keanu is...
He's Keanu.
He's Keanu.
He was in the iconic movie Speed and Speed 2.
Matrix and John Wick. And Siddhartha. You guys don't know. That's when I fell in love. He played Siddhartha, Prince Siddhartha, in the movie Little Buddha. That's when I fell in love with him. I was a young freshman in high school, 14 years old, just a little girl. And we watched a movie called Little Buddha to explain to us a bunch of different like Eastern religions in one of the courses that we had. So we understood. And he played Prince Siddhartha, Buddha. It was really fascinating. And I just thought he was so cute. I was like, why is that guy so cute? I can't. He was like my first crush ever in a movie. Like, I was like, why is he so cute? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. And then he's done so many iconic movies. I can't get enough of him as an action star. I cannot. You guys, my friend sent me the funniest Keanu Reeves Christmas presents you have ever seen. One of them said, what is it? Is it Keanu? Can't even believe it's Christmas. Keanu believe it's Christmas.
Keanu believe
Keanu believe it's Christmas. And they sent me, oh my gosh, I posted this. Yeah, can you believe it's Christmas? I can't remember the jokes right now, Mike. I've been gardening. Been gardening a lot. Okay, wait. Let me. Oh no, Mike, I typed in my wrong password.
That happens with too much gardening.
Okay, wait. I'm going to my Twitter and I posted a picture of these. They were so funny. Oh my gosh. This really made my whole Christmas.
Someone in chat said their name is Keanu.
No way.
And their handle name is Keanu Meyer 15. So I feel like they're telling the truth.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a beautiful name. God. Mike, would you be mad if we ever had a boy and I named him Keanu?
No, but everyone would know exactly where the name came from.
Mike would be like, well, that's original. No, I can't do that.
No, Keanu is a good name.
It is gorgeous. Is it Hawaiian?
Yeah.
It sounds Hawaiian. I love Hawaii, you guys. My uncle lives on the Big Island, and it's literally my second favorite place in the entire world. It was my dad's favorite place in the entire world, and I love California and Hawaii. They're my two happy places. Let me see. Where is Mike? I can't find it.
We are safe from the fires currently. I've been checking every 5 minutes. It's gotten a little smoky here, but
it's really smoky. When you go outside, I have to cover my mouth or put a mask on because it's so thick. And the dogs hate it. They hate going outside. Oh my gosh, let's see. Wait, Mike, what was I Googling? I just got so hungry for
something
a pizza.
Something about Keanu?
Yeah, no, I can't remember what I was
Guys,
Googling.
what was she Googling? She's been gardening too much.
Sorry, wait. I'm sorry. It was so funny. Okay, wait, I found it. Oh no, I hit the wrong thing. Oh my God, I'm becoming my mom. I cannot continue to do this. I have to put down my computer.
She needs a break.
Someone was like, have you seen Only Murders in the Building? Yes, it is amazing. It is such a good show. I love it. I've seen all the seasons. Yeah, she can act, she can sing.
Did she ever dance? I never feel like she was a dancer.
She moves a little. Choreographed.
We'll forgive her. She doesn't need to be
I don't think she's the strongest dancer, but I don't think she's bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's bad. Any show recommendations? What are we going to watch tonight, Mike? You know what show I really like? Severance. I don't know if you like sci-fi shows, but it's really cool. It's about like a microchip that they put in the brain, which I think is kind of relevant to today's world because aren't they starting to put those microchips in people's heads, Mike?
Sure are.
What are they called? Elon's doing it, right?
Yeah. God, what is it
It's
called?
like a
Neuralink?
chip. A Neuralink. Yeah, they're putting chips in your head. And the show Severance is about putting a chip in your head. And basically, it's like yourself has two different selves that don't remember each other. So it's like you don't remember your work hours. So
they have a new season coming out in a couple days.
Oh my gosh, it's coming out so soon. And you guys, the first season was incredible. The acting is phenomenal. It's so artistic. The way that they shoot everything. It's a mystery because
you have no idea what they're doing at their work.
No, they have no idea what they're doing at their work. And it's a mystery and it builds up and there's suspense, but it is like graphic and it is kind of darker but I really love it. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of art. The writers are amazing. The actors are true artists. I mean, it's just wow. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm a television and movie buff. When a beautiful show or movie gets made that's just so well done, I get giddy. Like I cannot wait. It reminds me like back in the day when people used to just watch plays. Like that was the only form of entertainment back in the day was like go see a live play. And that's how I view television shows and movies. I think that they're just really nice mental health breaks from everyday, hard life and million things going on. And they're just like this beautiful form of entertainment and it's a piece of art and it's almost like watching an entire play, but it's right in front of you. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yep. I agree.
The performing arts. They're incredible.
Performing arts.
The arts, they're incredible. But yeah, Severance is brilliant. It's so good.
Have we seen Schitt's Creek? Of course.
Yes, Schitt's Creek is so funny. I think it's one of the best comedies ever. It's so good. It's
a show that gets better each season.
It does. It gets better each season.
It's getting better, which is so rare for a show.
Yeah. My sister watches Grey's Anatomy. She's seen every single episode ever.
Snooze.
Mike thinks that one's boring. He doesn't like that one. What's the other one I was watching? I was watching Silo. That's also another sci-fi series. I like sci-fi. I like fantasy and sci-fi. And I like Silo because it's like post-apocalyptic. They're living underground in like underground bunkers after there was like wars and nuclear stuff. And then they're down there so long they don't remember why they're down there anymore. And they don't even know if it's actually toxic outside anymore or if the silo is like manipulating them to think it's toxic outside.
It's been like generations of people.
Yeah, they're like afraid of the unknown. So that was written based on a book and it's brilliant. Rashida Jones is in the first episode, or a couple of them. I can't remember, but it's just you guys. This is phenomenal acting and camera work and everything in that as well. Wow, that's a treat. I'm trying to think of another one that's really good. I like dystopian. Yeah, I do. It just really like pulls me out of all my thoughts. It's kind of like big thinking. Like, I don't know. It's really cool. I haven't seen Wicked. I really want to. Are you wearing makeup right now? You look gorgeous. Not very much. No, I'm wearing a CC cream, which is like a tinted sunblock. I wear a CC cream. I think it's by It. And I do have a little mascara on my eyelash, and then I have powder. It's like a powder liner that I put on with a little shadow, and then I do this gloss. It's like a tinted gloss. Boop. Has like a little color in it. This is just my little travel one. Just a little to stay dry. To stay hydrated because it's so dry here. Anyways, woo, 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 woo. But I could talk about movies and television shows forever. I basically have been making Mike watch classic comedies that he's never heard of, classic mysteries. When I met Mike, he didn't even know who Elizabeth Taylor was. Elizabeth Taylor.
This is a true story.
The icon, the queen. He didn't know who Elizabeth Taylor was.
Also another major red flag, let's be honest.
Oh my gosh, I won't show you my Christmas present. I'll save that for later, but I may have gotten a Elizabeth Taylor replica ring, and it was incredible of her emerald. Wow. 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 I think Elizabeth Taylor has the best taste in jewelry. I'm just such a fan of hers. And if you ever listen to our podcast, the one where I do with my friend Jared, who created the company Too Faced, the makeup company, and now he does Polite Society. Boop, this little one. This little gloss that I'm using. He also loves Elizabeth Taylor jewelry. We have this in common. We bonded. She just has the best taste. When she was with Burton, and I think that was her 5th husband, they met on the set of Cleopatra. She was the original Cleopatra, which, Mike, I heard they're making a remake. We should be this for Halloween. I should be Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor, and you could be Burton. They fell in love on set.
Yeah.
How romantic, Mike. Oh, I love it.
Gardening thoughts.
I love it. Okay, sorry. Gardening thoughts. Sorry, I'm getting completely distracted. ADHD and gardening thoughts. Mike, what other shows are we watching? Do you remember any? We watched Gladiator 2, the movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Was it 2, right? Gladiator 2?
Yeah.
It was really good. I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful movie. Which is great because sometimes the sequels, aren't great. But this one was good. I think it was worth watching. It was a good one. I need to watch Wicked. That's on my to-do list. What else have I been watching? I keep saying I think it's my filler word.
I think it's 99% of people's filler word.
Is it me or am I saying it a lot? Gardening
thoughts.
Okay, but you guys, I gotta go make a pizza, okay? This is really fun to hang out with you guys. But I'm gonna go make a pizza and then I'm gonna go find a fun show to watch. If I find anything new, I will let you guys know. That's amazing. But those are my 2 favorite sci-fi is Silo and Severance. Severance though.
And someone asked...
The pacing of Severance is just so good. It gets so crazy. It starts slow and it just starts ticking up.
But you have to you have to actually watch it. You can't be watching TikTok at the same time.
Well, this generation does stay on. They stay on their phone while they watch a show.
You got to give it up for an hour.
The millennials don't do this, especially the geriatric millennials. We don't do this. We just watch the show. But Mike, the Gen Zs, they are on their phone and watch the show at the same time. They do this split thing. I don't know how they do it. It's like their brains are different.
Someone's asking who's the next guest on the podcast.
Molly Burke.
Molly Burke. Most of you guys probably know her because she's been on the channel a couple times.
I love Molly. Oh my gosh.
But if you're not subscribed to Rose Podcast,
I might become gym buddies with her.
Go subscribe. It's called Ridiculous. You should. You should. That'd be fun.
Yeah, go check out Ridiculous, you guys. I'm so excited. We just hit the other day 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is the first milestone. That's when they mail you your first plaque.
Yep.
That comes in the mail. And I just cannot believe it happened this fast because we've only uploaded 7 episodes. I just started this podcast. It's so new. It's like a baby. It just started and already we hit that milestone. That's so amazing. And then Apple just featured it today. I didn't even know they were going to do that,
I know.
Mike.
Nobody told us.
That was so sweet. It's just been received really well. And I just can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support. I didn't know what to expect. And it's just really awesome. Thanks you guys. Yeah. Okay, Mike, let's go make a pizza and watch a show. And if I find a new show, I'm tweeting at you guys. I'm going to tweet it out. If any of you guys tweet, or excuse me, are you X? Do you say if you X? Or are you on X?
That. Everybody still says tweet.
Do you Twitter? Do you X? Do you tweet? Do you... I don't know. What do you call it?
Everybody still says tweet.
Well, the handle is still twitter.com. It's not x.com.
But it redirects to x.com.
It redirects?
Yeah.
But that's not a direct, is it?
I don't know what to tell you.
Mike, you're the computer nerd. You got to tell me what that means.
I still say tweet.
You say tweet on X?
I say tweet on Twitter.
That's a good compromise. Tweet on X, because then you're calling it X, but then you're tweeting on it, and that's kind of funny.
I don't know. I'm not sold on the whole X thing.
Or is this a gardening thought?
Could be. All right, let's go get pizza.
Okay, bye, you guys. Mike, you know what?
You gotta hit the button.
Oh, wait.